Hey, how's it going? Lewis here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a mushroom slurry that you can use to inoculate your plants or trees. This is a boletus that was growing in the vicinity of a pecan tree, and most boletes are ectomycorrhizal, and so they are plant symbionts. So they do grow in partnership with plants and trees. And these are growing outside. They do pop up every season, and I collected them and wanted to show you how you can take these fungi and spread them throughout your landscape. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these boletes and I'm going to add them to my blender here. Going to add some water. And then I'm going to add some syrup to the mix. Now you could use any kind of sugar. Ideally, you want to avoid honey because honey does have antifungal properties. There you go. I'm actually going to put a little bit more water here. And we'll put the lid on. And hopefully it doesn't overflow just right. So you want to make sure to blend this up for about a minute, so that way all of the fungi is completely blended up and incorporated into this water. Because next what we're going to do is we're going to add it to our watering can and introduce it to our plants. So before we add it to our watering can, we're going to take a sip to make sure it tastes just right. No, I'm just kidding. Add it to your watering can. And then to be safe, so that way we don't clog up the holes, you want to go ahead and take off the end if it's possible with your watering can. So that way we got a nice big hole, so that way none of the fungi, particulate or anything clogs up our little watering cover. So I got a couple little young avocado sprouts here, and what I'm going to do is you want to take something solid that can penetrate into the soil, and I'm going to gently just make a few holes around the edge. So that way when I water, it can percolate down into the root zone. I got a bunch of small moringa sprouts here, and I'm going to gently water them just to see what happens. Maybe a fungi plant partnership will happen, maybe not, I'm not sure, but this is an experiment to get some fungi growing in symbiosis with my plants. I have another moringa here that's been in the ground for about 3 years. pretty mature, dies back every winter, and always comes back strong. And so I'm gonna inoculate around the base of this tree here. I just planted some senna about 2 days ago, so they're looking pretty good right now. So I'm gonna do the same thing and just get some of this mushroom slurry to percolate down around the root zone. And why not? Let's see what happens with these guys. Let's try it out next to my tomatoes and peppers. Actually, I'm just gonna water it around. It'll percolate down. So I hope you enjoyed this cool little video on how to spread fungi throughout your garden and landscape. And you can actually use this method with any mushroom. All you gotta do is just throw it in a blender with some water, add a little sugar and blend it up, and do the same thing that I did. The thing is that there's no guarantee that you're gonna get mushrooms growing from wherever you poured the solution, but it is a way to get some fungi out into the soil to do its thing. Now, the logic behind what I was doing was taking the entire fruit body, which is made of mycelium, and I completely broke it up and I added the sugar. And so that mycelium that the mushroom was made of is going to begin to recover, and it's going to use that sugar as a food source as it recovers. And secondly, underneath the cap of the bolete are a bunch of pores, and that's where all the spores get dispersed from. And so not only did we just blend up, a whole bunch of mycelium, we also blended up a bunch of spore mass. And so there's spore mass incorporated into the solution as well. And so wherever I poured it, we have live mycelium, and then we have dormant spores that may potentially germinate and begin to attach themselves to the root systems of the plants that I poured it near. So I hope you try this out for yourself. Actually do try it out for yourself and let me know how it works out. And go out there and have fun working with fungi.